everybody, welcome back to my channel. Miss NataLady Glam here, and today we are going to be doing another Chatty Get Ready with me, because I've been gone a long time again and I want to tell you there's been some things going on. So if you'd like to listen to my stories and watch me try out some new makeup and see what I think about it, then go ahead and keep watching. Alright guys, now that I got you zoomed in, let's go ahead and start. I already did my eyebrows and my base for my eyes because I didn't have anything new, so I figured that kind of stuff is boring, so I'll get through that. But we are going to be using a new eyeshadow palette. Well, new to me. I don't know when this came out, but I've never used it before. But it's so pretty. I actually got this in my new Ipsy X, I think it's called. Glam Bag X or something, I don't know. But I was gonna open that on camera and then life happened and I didn't do it. So this was in the box though and I'm really excited about it. Beautiful packaging. It's called the Rose Gold Palette Remastered. So there must have been an original, but yeah. I don't really have a lot of Huda eyeshadow palettes. All the ones that I have are those little square ones, like with all the different colors. I think I have maybe 3 or 4 of those that I got in my boxes. So I'm excited to try an entire palette. Big mirror here, and here's the color story. My eyebrows. I think it's beautiful looking. It's kind of weird though, if you can tell, I think I can see it in the camera, that they all kind of have a dip in the middle. So I'm like, I don't know what happened with making it, or if it's supposed to be like that. Maybe that's just, and it seems like it's on every shimmer shade, not the matte. So I don't know. Does that make a difference? Who knows? Okay guys, I know I've been gone for like what, 3 weeks, a month almost. By the time this gets uploaded, probably almost a month. And I always say I'm not gonna be gone that long. I think in every video, and then what happens? I just disappear. So I'm so sorry guys. There's just been a lot going on, which I will tell you, and I'm sure this video is gonna be probably pretty long. So get your snackies, get your drinks. I got a little water here today. Don't worry, I already drank my NOS energy drink. I'm just moving on to water now. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna be going into this like brown, light brown color. It's called Sandalwood. We're gonna be putting that just everywhere. Just gonna be slapping it on both sides. There's quite a bit of kick up when I dipped in, but we're doing our eyes first, so that doesn't really matter to me. Alright guys, I hope you guys have been good throughout this last month. And okay, so a few weeks ago, it snowed. And it snowed a couple times, but I was on my way to work and the roads didn't even look very bad. Like, it wasn't snowing at the moment like it had snowed like the night before, and then the roads were kind of, you know, but nothing crazy or anything. So I'm on my way to work driving, not even really speeding. Like I'm a speeder, I'm sorry. But yeah, I wasn't speeding or anything and the roads didn't look that bad. But I lost control of my car and it was so scary. Like, my car going like up a bridge where like I almost drove off the bridge. I can't believe I didn't hit another car. I can't believe that I didn't hit the side of the bridge or go off the bridge, because my car literally, like driving up the bridge, it just started going back and forth like this. The whole car. And I'm just like, hold on, baby Jesus, take the wheel. Because I had no control. Luckily the cars around me were able to slow down, get away from me, and they did not hit me and I did not hit them. So I'm super thankful for that, because it was terrifying. I had to pull over and call my job to tell them I was gonna be late. Because yeah, I had to pull over and just kind of calm down for a second, and the whole rest of the way I was just like shaking, like, oh my god, it was super scary. I feel like every time I get on here, I'm like telling you guys like, all right, now let's see how I escaped death this week, or this month. Because yeah, I'm like, the choking happened last time. Now I'm trying to drive myself off a bridge, you know? I'm like, maybe I'm just lucky and it's not bad luck, because it's technically, I'm still here, so. This one seems to be going on pretty well. I was blending it out a little bit with my Flower Beauty brush. This is an Ipsy brush I got in one of my bags. It was from the Tetris collection. But it's nice and small and I like it. But yeah, just kind of putting this everywhere and then blending it out. probably repeat the process 900 times, so. And then I'll catch the other eye up off camera, so you don't have to bore yourself with that. And then I saw on a Facebook ad for like my local like news station, there's an article that was like, young girl loses control of her car off of the road I was on. And for a minute I was like, they know about me? Did they know? They saw? But I clicked on it and read it, and it was some other girl that had happened earlier that morning, and she freaking lost control and drove into like one of those huge little transformer boxes. So I'm like, I am just super grateful that I was the lucky one. Nothing happened to me, because yeah, I would have been so upset if that would have happened, because yeah, I'm like, ugh, I can't afford to total another car. I've totaled a few cars, you know. Some things have happened in my past, but we're okay, we're here. I would like to not get any more car accidents though, because, you know, I'm an okay driver. Alright, well, this is going on pretty good. I'm getting it to how I want it to look. It's not patchy or anything, so that's nice. It is a little powdery, like I said. There's kick up in here, but not really a big issue for me, so. Alright, I think it's looking pretty good. You know, it just looks like it's all over the lid, which that's pretty much what's going on. But I'm gonna go ahead and catch the other eye up real quick and be back to talk more about all the stupid crap I've been doing. Alright guys, eyes are caught up. It's looking pretty good. It's looking as good as just a brown eyeshadow all over your face would look. So, yeah. Alright, and then speaking of me driving around and stuff and doing stupid stuff, I have talked about how the mailbox is like at the end of the cul-de-sac, and usually I'll pull in, park at the mailbox, check the mail, get back in the car, drive the 20 feet to the house because I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna check it on the way, you know, whatever. And so I freaking pull up to the mailbox, do it like I do every time. I get out of the mailbox, get my key, I step out of the car, I shut the door. I forgot to put the car in park. The car starts going. Yeah, slowly, but it's like, what? Like starts driving away, driving away. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. So I freaking luckily ripped the front door open, was able to jump in the front seat and put the brakes on. But yeah, I'm like, I'm sure the neighbors saw it. I'm sure they were like, who is this girl? Yeah, I felt so dumb, but yeah, I was like, all right, back to makeup, sorry. Okay, we're gonna go in with the next shade here. This is kind of like a, still kind of brown, but it has like an orange to it, and it's called Henna. And we're gonna start bringing that in like all into the crease. You know, you'll see. And now I'm using an SL Miss Glam brush, and we're doing it with that. But yeah, I felt so stupid. I'm so glad that I was able to get into the car in time, but I'm just like, wow. Wow, yeah, nice. Oh, also, I'm going to tease a story I will be telling, but I have a few more things I took notes. I took notes in my phone, because there's so much stuff that's been going on. But a couple days ago, we had to call the fire department, and a fire truck had to come to the house. To be continued. Just so you'll be like, what is it? Do you want to know? I think you do. So just wait on that. We're gonna come back to it. But let's just keep talking about the stuff that happened all before. So we're not there yet, but we'll get there. So, I don't know if you noticed, I got a lot going on in my face, but my sister pierced my nose for me. I used to have them both done. So I have two here, and then I used to have two here. And then my job decided nose piercings, and I just had studs, not these, none of this stuff. Just had little studs on them. And at least nose piercings, nose studs have always been fine, but they decided that wasn't fine anymore. And even though I had this side pierced for like a year or so, I've had these since high school. So that side closed up all the way, and it was really sad because it was like one of my favorite piercings to have the doubles. Like I just thought it looked good and I liked it. Paid good money for both piercings. Piercings aren't cheap. And then like a month later, they decided that no one cared again and everyone started wearing their piercings, but mine had closed. Yeah, and I was like, So, I ordered, did I go to a tattoo shop to get a piercing by a professional, like I should have done? No, I didn't. Devin did it, my sister. Yay! I actually ordered this little self-piercing gun off of Amazon. It had a lot of reviews, had a lot of good reviews. I always read the reviews on things. There was lots of pictures of people who had done it. There was videos of people who had done it. So yes, do I recommend piercing yourself? No, because you don't want it to get infected. You don't want to hit something you're not supposed to. Not recommending it. But for someone like me who's, you know, like I pierced this second hole myself in high school. The lip piercing, I think this side. I got one professionally done and then I pierced the other one myself. I used to have all piercings up and down here, like literally my whole entire ear had piercings all down it. But then when I started gauging my ears bigger, it was just a lot. Like I know it's still a lot, but it was a lot. All right, makeup and talking. All right, this color's pretty. To be honest, I thought it would be a little more opaque, like it looks darker in the pan, and like I feel like I can build it up and get to it, but I'm like, it's all right. It still looks good, like it's not patchy or anything, but I just like really bold, like I want my eyeshadows to be like incredibly pigmented. If they're not, I'm just like, it's all right. Like it'd still be a good passable look, but I just need to be extreme. I don't know. But yeah, so it was like a little piercing unit, a self-destruct too, so you can only use it one time use. It had the nose ring that I still have in my nose, hooked in it, and the second you click it down, it would, the device would then come apart after you pulled it off with the piercing in your nose, so that you couldn't use again for safety reasons, for hygiene reasons. Like, don't use this again. It's a one and done, disposable. It was in a little sanitized like packaging, like you would get, like you've seen, like well, maybe you haven't, but I have, like tattoo needles in their individual little things. I don't know. It was sealed and sterilized. And yeah, I can take a lot of pain, but I don't think I could have done it myself. Like inflicting pain upon yourself is, I feel like it's a little different. Like I could take it if someone else is doing it, like tattoos, piercings, but like to do it yourself is, like I said, I have pierced before, but it took a long time. It wasn't worth it. I think I did it with like a tack or something, like totally not. I was in high school, like I don't recommend it. Please go to a professional. But it cost $6 and got here in 2 days. I actually bought 2 of them, so I plan, we'll see. I want to do another one so that they're the same like they were. And then if in the future I do have to take it out again or something, at least I paid $6 for it instead of like $50 for each hole plus tip, you know. It's not cheap. If you go, the professionals are there for a reason, that's what they do. But and I kept chickening out. I took one of my lights that I use for filming to have really good lighting, like very bright, and it came with a little sterile white pad and everything, like alcohol, clean it, you know. And I kept kind of chickening out. Like Devin was like, okay. Like I marked a dot where I wanted her to do it, like okay. And obviously I have like 900 piercings. I don't know why every time you get a new one, you're just still scared, but it just freaks you out a little. You get freaked out, and like we'd go to do it, and I'd be like, stop, okay, stop, I can't. And I freak out, like I can't. Look at my face, like I can't do it, I'm scared. But then I went on the reviews to see if there were some videos, and there were. So I was like, okay, let's watch a video together of someone doing it so that you know how this is gonna work and how it's gonna break apart when it's done. Like, I'm glad I read that so you didn't think like something was happening, because yeah, they're like, it's a self-destruct device. It will come apart after you're done. So I'm like, okay. And then the video we clicked on was some girl, and she was straight up just doing it in the front. She was in her driver's side in her car, just like whipped it out of the package, rubbed the sterile pad on there, looked in the rear view mirror and was like, tick, and she was done. And I was like, I felt stupid. Yeah, I'm like, okay. If this girl can freaking just do it herself in her car, like I can have my sister do it. And I'm like, okay. I had to like psych myself out, like, all right, we're doing it, it's fine. Like, It's only a second, it's only a second. Like, so I did the like, usually at the piercing place, they'll be like, okay, deep breath in, and then deep breath out, and then while you're breathing out, that's when they pierce it. All right, my battery clicked off of the camera and I've lost my train of thought. Okay, I was talking about the piercing, I was scared. But yeah, okay, yeah, I was like, okay, deep breath in, deep breath out. She pierced it, we were done, and it worked, and woo, yeah, now it's been good. The only downside is that this is what pierced it. So the inside of here, the tip is sharp enough to pierce, obviously. So I've hit my inside of my nose a couple times and it's bled. Luckily it's so sharp it doesn't really hurt, but yeah, I've had a couple nosebleeds from it. It should be soon where I can change it into a new jewelry piece and then it'll be fine, and then I want to try to do the second one. Wish me luck. I'll still probably be all freaked out about it even though we've already did it once. I'm like, no. Alright, I'm gonna catch the other eye up, be right back again. Alright guys, I'm back. Eyes are caught up. But yeah, so the nose piercing thing, that was exciting. Woo-hoo-hoo. I love it. Alright guys, I feel like it looks fine. I don't know. It's not my favorite. I feel like I have a lot of similar colors in like some Natasha Denona mini palettes that are just a lot more, I don't know. I'm sure once I'm done with everything it'll still look nice. But my opinion on it is only, I don't know how much this costs, so I've got it out of my box, so there's that. If I would have had to pay full price, I'm sure this was pricey, then I'd be like, Okay, now I'm gonna take this little brush that I don't even know what it's called. It says hashtag INM heart. Got it in my Etsy. And I think I'm gonna try to darken it up just a little bit more, and we're gonna go in with Cocoa here. I don't know, I feel like, is it darker than the henna color, or is it, I don't know. We're gonna try to put just, we're gonna pack it on the outside here, just like kind of focusing on deepening here. But yeah, and then finally, I think I mentioned it briefly that I bought, well, Cameron bought me another little add-on to my ring, my engagement ring, from Walmart. We got it from Walmart, and I freaking was waiting, and like we ordered it together December 2nd. Then the whole thing happened where I kept going in and they were like telling me I needed to be patient. It wasn't ready, even though it had been more time than they said it was gonna be. And then I found out that they never even sent the ring off to the person, and I had to end up waiting like 3 months to get this ring. Finally got it. I freaking love it. It's just a simple little, let's see if you can see it without my ugly fingers. Alright, it's making me put my hands up. Oh, my knuckles are gross. Don't look at them. But yeah, so it's just a simple, like, one little diamond to add on to the other one I had, and I love it. It's perfect. I'm so happy to have it now, but yeah, getting that was a freaking catastrophe. But it's here. I love it. It's perfect. And speaking of that, our anniversary is March 15th, so next week. Like really, really soon. Less than next week. Well, yeah, I'm filming this on Wednesday. Might get it out today or tomorrow. The next couple days you'll see this. But yeah, March 15th, 7-year anniversary. So yeah, we're gonna get married for real at some point. We're not in any rush. Like, we've already been together 7 years. Like, we wanted to buy a house before we got married. We're doing that, you know, and with everything going on with COVID and everything, it's just like, well, like, we're not in any rush. It'll happen when it happens. But technically though, isn't 7 years like common law? So we're technically common law married now, so. But I'm just really excited. We're gonna go out to dinner. We're gonna go to this place called the Devil's Kitchen, which I talked about before. It was super nice. I'm so excited. I want to go out on the patio, and they have those little igloo domes that you can go in and have your dinner out there, and that's what I want to do for anniversary. So we're gonna go there, and this color is like, I feel like it's doing nothing. I'm like patting it on. It's like that one, what shadow was that I was using not too long ago, that it just like was staying on, like the powder was on top of everything and it wasn't like blending into it. Because yeah, this is just, I could take the other brush again with the color henna that I was using and probably literally just like wipe this off. I don't know, does it look like it brought a little bit of something? I'm gonna give up on that shade. I will just pat it on the other side just to make it even, if it even did anything at all. But let me do that, and then we'll move on to our shimmer. Alright, it's looking okay. Sorry if like my nose looks a little dark. I've been getting some eyeshadow fallout. Been trying to clean it, but... Oh, and if you noticed before I started, if my eyes look really pink, like I used the ColourPop liner that I used in my last video, called, what is it called again? Boots. That's neon pink, and it stays on great, and it does not want to come off. So my eyelids have been all kinds of pink for like the last day and a half. Alright, well so far I'm only thinking everything's alright. Like it still looks nice. I'm sure once I'm finished it'll look nice. But is it to like the standard, like that I'm just like, ooh yeah, like this is magic? Nah, not so far now. But let's see, what shade should I use? Kind of feeling like the rose gold, which looks so much more pink on the camera than when I'm looking at it. Like when I look at it, I see more of the gold than the pink. So I'm like, weird. And then this color here maybe, Trust Fund. Let's try the, you know what, we're gonna try Trust Fund. Since it looked more pink on camera, I kind of want it to be more not pink right now, since the other colors I'm using are kind of more on the brown side. So, very pretty on the finger. Alright, please be a good shimmer and give me some good payoff here. We're gonna do both eyes real quick. Alright guys, it's on there. It's pretty, but it was one of those, I don't know if it's just the matte shades. Like I was trying to rub it on my eyelid and then it was trying to kind of take off the matte shadow around the shimmer. And I'm like, I hate when that happens. But it looks okay, I got it on there. It's pretty. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. Glad that I got it in one of my boxes, but if I had to pay full price, so far I'm like, we'll see once I do the rest of the face and put eyelashes on. Like I said, it's probably still gonna look nice, but I like my mattes a little more pigmented for my, even though it's intense. Like, I don't know, I feel like, am I crazy? Is everyone like, it looks intense to me, but maybe just not to me personally. I don't know. Alright, so let's see, let's try to use one of these as a little brow highlight before we do some eyeliner. Oh, and was everyone's opinion on the royal family drama? I want to watch the interview. I've been trying to find it. You probably have to rent it or something because I don't have cable anymore. So I've been trying to find it on YouTube, and there's like little clips and stuff. My personal opinion is good for you, Harry and Meghan, and especially like if all that stuff is true about them like questioning the child's skin color and stuff. It's like, get out of there. Get out of there. You and Harry, Meghan, and your babies, like, you live your life and you just be happy. Like, sorry that, and I feel bad because I'm sure Princess Diana would want her sons to like be united and be together, but I think also she, like, obviously we all know what happened to her, and it's just like, she would want her sons to be happy and to just, yeah, I don't know. But I wish Meghan and Harry all the best. Good luck to ya. You deserve all the happiness in the world. Get out of there. Run. That's my opinion, okay? Alright, now I'm going to use Bubbly here. It's just a light shimmer, and I'm just going to use that on my brow bone. So, get that on this little brush here. Oh, very pretty. Just to add just a little brightness over our lid here. Alright, it's looking good. Okay, let's move along. I don't think I have a new eyeliner. Let me look in my box of goodies real quick. Alright, no new pencil liners today, so I'm going to be using one that I've used in the past. This is Luna by Luna. I got this one in my boxes, so this is just a Sharpie pencil. And I'm just going to put that on my upper and lower waterline real quick. Alright, eyeliner's on, done with that. Now we are gonna move on to primer. We'll come back to our eyes, we're not done with them yet, but I'm not gonna finish those until that's like almost the last thing that we're gonna do. So we're gonna do the rest of our face and keep talking. Alright, so yes, we're gonna start the face now. I am gonna go wet this little beauty sponge. It's new. I just took it out of the package. I got this in one of my boxes, and then the brand, I got it in this little weird plastic thing that was like the same shape of this. It was really hard to open. But Base Blue is what it's called. A mini air sponge, full coverage. So it is pretty small. I do like the shape of it. I like the pointy so you can get in here, and then the roundness for the rest of your face. So I'm gonna go wet this. It's real small, so we'll see how big it expands. I'm expecting it to. And then I'll be right back and we'll get started. Okay, I'm back. I wet it and wrung it out, and it's about twice the size, but it's still pretty small. I'm like, this is gonna take me, we'll see how this goes, but this might take me a long time. Cameron and I also finished Lord of the Rings, and it was great. We've seen it before, but I really enjoyed The Hobbits. We watched those previously before because it's supposed to happen before The Lord of the Rings, and to be honest, I'm thinking I kind of liked those movies better than The Lord of the Rings. Like, they're really good. All right, we're gonna go into a new primer I have never tried. This is the Soft Focus Glow Drops Illuminating Radical Ultimate Glow Primer. It looks fancy, looks shiny, looks pink. All right. It's in a dropper form. So let's get some and rub this bad boy all over her face. I'm just gonna squirt it in my hand. I don't know how much I'm gonna need. The dropper is like only doing like, it has the whole dropper, but it's not filling up more than just like nothing. So it's like the dropper isn't working very well. Okay, got a little more, okay. Probably too much. I'm just gonna rub it between my fingers, rub it all over my face. Smells really good. Oh yeah, smells fresh. All right, oh, almost forgot to take out the earrings. It's that time. Maybe. Just so I don't get makeup all over them. We'll put those bad boys in it at the end. All right, that's on. It feels really nice. It smells really good. It does have a fragrance. I don't know. It kind of smells like fruity, but like a little hint of like sunscreen, which sounds weird, but it does smell good. But like kind of fresh. Obviously very, like I'm looking shiny. Yeah, all right, okay, cool. I like it. Feels nice. Let's see how our makeup applies with it. All right, I got another product I've not tried before. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Longwear Foundation. So I've actually had this for a bit, haven't tried it yet. There's actually an expiration that's supposed to expire in a couple months, so I'm like, better get on. And I like that it actually does give a date instead of like others where you think it's kind of like, well, I guess it's a year from opening. Is that true? Who knows? But so we're gonna go ahead, like, let's try it then. It's gonna expire here in a bit, so let's get it going. And the shade I got is in, doesn't say, it's probably, oh, Fair Ivory. So it might be a little light, but ooh, wow, it's a huge doe foot. Cool, like huge. Nice, I like that, that's pretty cool. All right, because I like to use way too much, so don't mind me. So let me put the balls in my nose rings in my nose, try to keep them clean. I have to be careful around my piercing too. It's been a couple weeks since she's done it, but still I don't want it to get makeup in there and get infected or hurt myself. Like I said, if I poke too far, the nose ring will hit the wall of my nose and make it bleed. That's not fun for anybody. Ooh, okay, I like this doe foot. This is neat. It feels really soft. Go ahead and apply way too much because that's my jam. This kind of smells good too. The doe foot is so soft and kind of flexible, like it moves easy, like this whole thing kind of like, yeah, sorry if I'm not looking at you, I'm looking at my mirror to, sorry, wipe it all over my face. I don't know if this dries down quick, so I hope it doesn't, because I'm gonna be in trouble. Yeah, am I putting too much on? Yes. Always. Do I care? No. Let me live my life. Ooh, and there's a hair on my face, cat hair somewhere. Ugh. Get me started on the cat hair. All right, I'm gonna use the new little sponge here. Okay, let's see how long this freaking takes me. I'm just gonna try to fast forward it a little, maybe cut some parts out because I'll be blending forever. Alright guys, it's going okay. This sponge is kind of, I feel like I wring it out really pretty good, but since it's so small and like I keep trying to hold it by the point and it just keeps like, my fingers just keep slipping off of it. So it's a little hard to like keep a good hold on this thing. Yeah, I'm like, eh. And obviously this foundation is a touch too light for me. I'm looking pretty pale on camera. Off camera, it's not as pasty. It might just be the lighting, but once we'll warm ourselves up with our other products, so it won't look too crazy once we're done. But definitely probably could have gone with maybe not fair ivory. I'm pretty sure I got this on that Rite Aid sale I told you guys about a few months back. So that's probably why I picked it up to see. The coverage is like medium. I probably can build it up. It's looking okay. But my skin is doing okay right now. I don't really have too many breakouts. I got a little redness here and there, but doing okay skin day today. So the lighter coverage is okay. It's not bothering me. I do like a full coverage, but you know, it's not necessary all the time. Yeah, especially if you're having a good skin day. We don't need to necessarily cover everything up, just kind of even it out. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that. It looks okay. I feel like on camera, is it looking a little splotchy to you? I can't tell by the viewfinder, but person, it's okay. Definitely pasty pale, but you know me. All right, so let's add a little, we're not gonna add more coverage with that because it was pretty light, but we're gonna see if we can build up maybe a little more coverage using this new concealer I got off a Ipsy flash sale, so it was like an add-on. This is the Julep, I think. Cushion Complexion 5-in-1 Skin Perfector with turmeric. Cool. So it's this little sleek design here. Has a sponge, kind of like the Maybelline Makeup Rewind, I think it's called. So you just twist it up until you start getting some product. Never used it before either, so I'm like, might take a second to get it going the first. Oh, I'm seeing product coming out of the top here. Okay, so we're just gonna go under our eyes, you know, I'll kind of hit. Ooh, this is looking, to be honest, a little darker than the actual foundation, which is fine. A tad on the yellow side. But you know what, we're just trying to build up a little more coverage from that foundation. So I'm probably gonna actually apply just a little more than I normally would, just to even it out, since this is just a tad bit darker. I don't want it looking weird. I'm gonna try to cover up some redness. Got a couple spots, yeah, like I said, around my nose, but I gotta be careful on my piercing. So we'll just kinda, you know, do a little here, a little there, try to get some excess off the sponge, just so I don't wanna waste any product on there. Alright, too much? Yes. Do I care? No. Alright, back with the sponge that I'm kind of disliking more and more every second. I just wish it was a little bigger. Like, if it was twice the size, like, bigger. I need it bigger. I'm used to my Real Technique ones. But it's not terrible. It's just, yeah, I'm like, hold on to this little baby. It's so small. And then it gets the product on it, and that makes it kind of slippery. So I'm like, ah. Alright, well, this is blending in pretty easily with the foundation. It's not having a weird reaction. Sometimes, you know, foundations and concealers and stuff just don't mix. But this is actually blending out pretty well. Alright, back to talking about things. Cam and I finished WandaVision. It was amazing. I absolutely loved it. If you're a Marvel fan and you are caught up with everything going on, like you need to be caught up, watch Endgame, all that stuff, to get it. The first like 3 episodes, you're gonna be like, I don't understand what's happening. But just keep with it. Like, I had a friend who told me that, yeah, they were like, I don't know, I tried to watch the first couple episodes and I was just like, I don't really understand what's happening. I don't know. I personally loved it. I think it's so cool how they did it, all of it. But after like the 4th episode, you're like, okay, I understand what's happening. So stick with it if you're kind of confused. But if you are a Marvel fan, then you have to watch it. It's just so good. And it's gonna they're obviously gonna make more shows. Like, there's gonna be the Winter Soldier and Captain America? The new Captain America? Well, is he still the Falcon? Because at the end of one of them, Captain America pretty much tells him that he's gonna be the new Captain America. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't think he's gone by Captain America yet though. So like, he still might be. So I think it's the Winter Soldier and the Falcon. But that's gonna be on Disney Plus too, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, it's definitely gonna, when they make more movies, it's gonna make a difference whether you watch it or not. Like, so if you like the movies, watch it. But yeah, 10 out of 10. The style of it, everything about it, I loved it. It was great. I can't wait for, I don't know. I don't know if they'll make a second season of it with how it ended and just how, I don't know. It was so good. Also, I've been getting crafty here at the house. That's why too, like on my days off, I've been doing like a whole bunch of house stuff and yard work, just kind of trying to get things prepared for spring and stuff, because we are gonna garden, we are gonna do a whole bunch of stuff. We're getting our front yard done professionally by Cam's best friend, Alan. He owns a landscaping business. Like, it's just him and another guy, I believe. But yeah, they do freaking great. They're like super booked up the whole summer. But yeah, May is when we're getting our yard done in the front, and I'm really excited. It's gonna look so good. Like, right now it's just all dirt and looks really crappy. But yeah, it's gonna get done, and I'm just really excited to just be fixing things up. Painted the front door, never done that before. But yeah, the door, I'll put a picture up. I'll put a picture up of the door before I actually started peeling and sanding it, and I forgot to take a picture, so you'll see some like holes and patches and like white patches. But the like orange color was the original color of the door, and I didn't really like it. And the house is like a light like tan and like light olivey green, so it's like, I don't know, the door just didn't really match with the rest of the house. And it had already been started to peel too. There was like some spots where there weren't paint, so I was like, I'm gonna paint the freaking door. I'm gonna paint the door. Never painted a door before. Gonna learn today. Watched some videos and asked the person at Lowe's like, what kind of, like, this is what I'm doing, I'm painting the door. And she asked me some questions and stuff, like, does the door face the sun, is there a lot of light, blah blah, like what kind of paint you need to get and everything. So she helped me with that. And then I'll insert another photo of the door finished. I picked the color, it's a light green too, that kind of matches the rest of the trim of the house. The trim of the house is green, and then the house is like a white, like off-white, like light tan. Kind of like before I used the sponge, that was the color of the house. Now, no, but if you remember, you can go back and see that. So yeah, I was like, I'm gonna paint the door, and it looks really nice. I really love it. I ended up peeling a whole bunch of, I had to sand too, so I had to peel like parts off and then sand it so it would be flat, and like a whole bunch of stuff. But I did it. It looks beautiful. I'll put a picture up. I think it looks way better than it did. And in the picture, there's actually a silver doorknob, I believe, if I'm putting up the picture I'm thinking of. And I actually replaced the doorknobs too, because the lock was sticking. It wouldn't let us lock it from the inside. You'd have to lock it from the outside with like a key, but it would just kept sticking. So I was like, I'll just buy a new doorknob, whatever. Replace that too. I can put a doorknob on. It was a little stressful, to be honest. I probably should have looked at everything before I took it apart, and then like, I was like, wait a minute. So it took Cam and I a minute to get the door back on, the doorknob and everything, and I got a little cranky. I had to tell him, I know I felt bad, but I was like, I'm getting a little, putting stuff together, peel, like I get a little crazy. So I was like, all right, I'm getting stressed. And yeah, sorry, my fiance is awake now, Cameron. I just heard him yell. I'm like, he's awake. All right, I think it's looking really good. It's looking natural. It's looking a little more darker now. Like I'm not looking as crazy ghostly white, so that's nice. But I don't know, I feel like I see the cat hair on my face. But I don't want to pick it off because I don't want to move the foundation. So I'm just gonna bear with it, and I'm going to use a powder that I got in my Ipsy Glam bag, and this is a YC, I think, collection. This is pressed powder, loose setting powder, and it just looks like it's a like light shade. I don't know. I think we're gonna use that to set our whole face. I'm just gonna use a powder poof here. I'm gonna dump some of it into a lid to make it easier for me. Okay, so I'm gonna use this to set my whole face. Oh Lord. Oh, that's a lot. I didn't think it was gonna be that hardcore. Wow, okay, all right. I'm hoping this is gonna look okay with the powder. I don't know, I feel like it's gonna look a little, I'm getting hint of cake, which I'm putting so much on. You're like, well, don't put as much powder on. I can't stop myself, help me. But yeah, so the front door looks great. Changed the doorknobs, so now we have new keys, everything works as it should, and the color of the doorknobs match they're like dark now, so it's not like a silver color. So it looks pretty as well. Alright, now that I'm kind of blending out, it's looking pretty good. Still looking pale, but we're just pale. My headband's rubber banding on my head again. I lost my little thing, the little bow part in the laundry, so it's somewhere. I'll find it again. Alright, let me just slap my face a few times more and we'll be done here, but feels nice, looks nice. No problem so far, everything seems to be reacting with each other okay. So, nice, okay. Not mad about it. Alright, now that we've done that, we're going to be moving on to the rest of our face, and this is also new to me. This is Cover FX. This is a whole little face palette. So, Perfector face palette. So, I'm really excited. I've always tried to get the blushes and the, like, bronzer, contour, what do they call them? Do they call them bronzers here or contours? Contour. On, like, the sales and stuff, like, Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, but they're always sold out. So I got this on a sale, which is the whole face palette. So we're gonna be using this to do our, there's the mirror. But yeah, our bronzer, our blush, and our highlight here. So we're gonna use the whole shebang. So I'm really excited to use it. It's really pretty, really sleek. I've heard really good things about it, so I'm excited to try it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna be using another SL Miss Glam brush here, very pretty. And we're gonna be doing our contour. Dip this in. I think this color is gonna work all right for me, so let's get going. But yeah, I've been doing so much house stuff. Like I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff outside in the backyard. I figure I want to try to do the stuff like slowly now, so when it's time to plant and when it's time to actually get everything going, I won't feel so overwhelmed, because it is just me like doing everything, because no one else really cares. So I gotta, you know what, I'll do it myself. So I've been in the back clearing weeds and trimming, like the neighbor's tree behind our shed had grown so far down, like the branches were in, like you couldn't even walk behind the shed. And like it was all dead, like grossness. So I trimmed all of those freaking limbs. They're probably like, what are you doing? But like, they're hitting the ground in my yard. I think you're okay with me trimming them. So yeah, this is looking real, whoa. I think that looks really good. I'll blend everything out in a little bit, so if it looks a little too hardcore, I will blend all the harsh edges out. But so far, that's going on really nice. I think that looks really good. It's already making that, yeah, like, heck yeah, okay, cool. Looking really nice. The color looks really good. I'm happy with it. Yeah, as I keep packing on, I'm like, okay, let's move on to a different spot before I ruin it. But yeah, so I trimmed a whole bunch of the limbs of the tree that were dead. I've been ripping up weeds. I burned a whole bunch of weeds. Like, we have a little fire pit in our backyard, so I like gathered all that up, did like a little control burn of all the dead stuff I've been collecting. I've been moving some rocks from the front of, the front yard is all dirt except for the very, like right next to the house. It still has some rocks and stuff. which those are the same rocks that are in the back of the yard. And since we're getting our front yard done with all new rocks, all new stuff, I'm gonna repurpose, like we already have those. So like in the backyard, there were some bald spots. Yeah, this is beautiful. Hopefully I don't look too crazy. I feel like it looks good on camera from like how I'm seeing it, but hopefully it looks good for you guys. But so far so good, I'm really happy with it. But yeah, so I've been taking the rocks from the front yard and the side yard where there's a lot, and then moving them to the places where I have been like high traffic, where the rocks are real scarce. You can see the dirt, it's like not like bald spots. So I've been moving that, getting it all nice. I'll take some pictures of that too and put it up here, like so of what I've been doing. So just hopefully, let's see, which side should I lean to? I don't know, maybe this side. They'll be here. They'll be here or here. One of the sides, you'll see some pictures. But yeah, and then I bought a picnic table off of my friends Ted and Cheryl, and they were just selling an old picnic table that they've taken really good care of, and they were selling it for like $150. And I even googled like picnic tables that were like sturdy picnic tables. Like I saw one at Lowe's the last time I went that was like $119, but it was real thin, like it wasn't like a sturdy table. So I was like, I'll buy it, I'll sand it down, give it a new stain, kind of fix it up, because I've been enjoying doing that. Like I'm like, I'm painting stuff, I'm sanding stuff, Next I want to get a power washer, I'm like, or pressure washer, whatever. I want one. They're not very expensive, they're like $100. I'm like, I want to be power washing everything. I'm like, that just sounds like a great time to me. Have you seen those power wash like sidewalk videos, like where it cleans stuff? Like so satisfying. So I really want one of those. But yeah, so we bought the picnic table for them. One of our friends, Jasmine and Wayne, had a truck, so they helped us move it, because that's the only thing that I really hate. I'm like, I'm like, whenever we can get another car or trade a car in or whatever in the future, not now, but I'm like, maybe we should get a freaking truck. Not like we're not really truck people, but it seems like we keep needing trucks and we don't have any. So, and it's like, I hate burdening other people. Like, can you please help me, take the time out of your day? And like, we live pretty close, so it didn't take us long, but yeah, because I had the money for the table, I wanted the table, but it's just like, how do I get you to me? I need, because they were saying it's a sturdy, large picnic table, so it wasn't like super light or anything. All right, just bringing it down my neck, kind of blending, try not to go too far down because I don't want to get makeup on my white turtleneck here. I got this for Christmas. Has dragons all over it. I really love it. Yeah. My mom got it for me. But yeah, this is looking nice. And I'm like that it's kind of building up, like it's not too pigmented right away. Like I said, I'm still gonna blend out if it gets a little too crazy, but so I'm kind of just building it up how I like it. It's looking good in person here, I think. Definitely warming our face up. We're not like ghostly pale anymore. But yeah, so got the picnic table to our house finally. Super exciting. I sanded that guy down. We kept they had the base color of like the underneath already painted like a grayish, like a blue-gray, more gray than blue, but we kept that just how it is. And then I just sanded the seats and the top and stained them again so they're darker now. I'll put a picture somewhere of that. Looks super good. I love it. And now we have a picnic table outside. So yeah, it's gonna be summer soon. I wanna get us a grill so that we can, eventually we wanna have people over, because we never had like a housewarming party or anything, because we literally bought this during the quarantine. So we haven't really we've had a couple people here and there over just to like, you know, like Jasmine and Cheryl and Wayne came over with the table and everything, but like not a lot of people have seen our house. All right, so I think we're good on that. Right here, right here it says this is a finishing powder. So I'm gonna take my powder poof and kind of lightly go in, just barely, like barely tap in the powder poof in. And that's what I'm gonna use to kind of just barely blend out some of the edges, make sure that nothing's looking too muddy or anything. All right, my battery is flashing, that it is dying, so I'm just gonna finish blending out this, change the battery, and then we'll move on to blush and talk more. We're talking more. I'll be right back. All right, guys, finished blending that out, changed the battery, so hopefully the camera angle's fine. But so far so good. Really impressed with this Cover FX. So yeah, love getting stuff in sales. But I definitely feel like it is really good quality, so nice. Okay, now we're gonna move to blush. So here's the blush again. Pretty pink, but we're gonna try to go light-handed, see if we can build it up because we don't wanna go too crazy. I'm gonna use a Real Techniques brush. So I like to do, like I say in every video, you're probably sick of it, but I do it a little higher. Okay, pretty pinky, but try to build it up. I think that's looking so good. Is it just me? Is it just me in here? Because I'm thinking it's looking pretty good. Alright, it's coming together, guys. Oop, oop, oop. I'm getting a little crazy. Okay. Got a little, I'm trying to wipe the brush off a little bit. Go back in, kind of. Yeah, I feel like, does it look a little shimmery? It might just because I'm using the illuminizing primer, but I feel like I'm still looking like real glowy. The finishing powder does have like a little bit of sheen in it too, so I did use that to blend out the contour, so that could have helped kind of brighten me up a little bit. But very pretty. A little more pigmented than I'm used to on blushes, so you gotta be careful. But nice. Okay. But yeah, so the back hair is coming together. I got a Lowe's card. I'm so excited. We're gonna build some more flower beds. I'll take a picture and show you the flower bed we have now. My friends, Jared and Jackie, built the one that's there now, and I wanna do the same thing. So I wanna build like 2 or 3 more of the same thing. And wood's a little expensive right now, so we'll see. I wanna at least get 2 more 2 more garden beds. So hopefully, the goal is 3 at some point. I want at least 2 right now so that we could have a wide variety. I want to do lots of tomatoes, lots of peppers. Last year Cam made his own hot sauce with the peppers that we grew in our own garden. So that was really cool. He's really interested in that and hot sauce, so that would be cool if we could, yeah. I don't know, it does not look shimmery at all in pan, but I feel like on my face it's looking, I don't know. I'm looking shimmery. I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying it. I'm looking like. But yeah, so I would love to have like 1 bed devoted to tomatoes, 1 like herbs, 1 peppers, you know, type of thing, kind of break it up. But that's what we want to do in the backyard. I think we're gonna keep just a little bit of grass, because most of the yard is nothing, dirt, dead, which is fine, because that's like, we're gonna put rocks. That's what I want. Like, do the flower beds, like flower bed, flower bed, flower bed, flower bed, and then in between all of that, just like gravel to watch, just like for when you're walking around the garden beds and stuff. And then there's 1 section of our yard that has a pretty good amount of grass in it still. So I think we are gonna try just to have like that little section. It's patchy, so I think I'm gonna have to hopefully try to fill in the patches. We'll see how that goes. Never done that before because we've never had our own yard. And because the yard at the apartments was gravel, rocks, but we did the garden, but yeah, everything was just rocks. So we'll see, might not work, but we're gonna try. But we got big plans. That's why I'm trying to start to slowly do things now so it doesn't feel overwhelming and it doesn't feel like I'm spending a bajillion dollars. Like, I haven't gone too crazy. I spent a little bit of money, but nothing crazy, but it's really coming along. It's really looking good. But yeah, my days off, I've been going hard, like yard work, like haven't even been doing makeup because I'm like, I got stuff to do. I gotta go to Lowe's, I gotta buy some mulch, I gotta buy this and that, like soil. I'm waiting for the Lowe's card to come in to buy the wood. I think I'm gonna put the wood on there. And with my first purchase with the card, I get 20% off. So I'm kind of like, okay, if I buy all the wood that I need, because I've measured it, I got the measurements at once, and I use that 20% coupon, it said that the max discount is like $100 you can save, but I'm like, if I can save that on the wood and lower the price on that, that would be great. So I'm like, or maybe a barbecue grill, because we do want one of those too. Maybe like a propane, you know, little Hank Hill action. Okay, now we're gonna be going into the highlighter. And to be honest, both the highlighters kind of look a little dark. I'm gonna test it, because last time I said one of them looked dark on the last thing I used. It actually looked okay. But this is like, it says brightening powder right here. But I'm like, girl, that looks like a highlight to me. Like, I don't know. So let me try the lighter one, like this one. Like this one's like almost like has a hint of gold, and then this one's kind of pinky. So I'm like, So I'm gonna try to go the one that's a little bit more on the gold side. We'll see. I don't want to go too heavy handed just in case it is a little too dark for me. I feel like a little bit. I'm gonna put it like where my blush is, kind of top it on there. And then we'll go ahead and go on to the brightener and maybe put the brightener on my nose and my Cupid's bow and stuff, so. But I don't know if you can see that. I'm already pretty shiny and luminous as it is, but like I said, we're wearing masks out in public, so. Yeah, it's a little dark for me. You can kind of see the cast on it, but whatever. Like I said, I go in public and I put a mask on my face, so no one else is gonna see this but you, me, my sister and fiance. That's it. So, but still really pretty. I definitely like it. It's not crazy. Maybe once summer gets, we gotta start all getting a little more tan, a little more color in our face. That won't be too bad. But okay, let's go ahead and we're gonna use the brightener now. I'm just gonna wipe this brush off and we're gonna use the brightening. And we're gonna go down our nose. Yeah, see? That's more of like the highlight I'm used to. So I'm like, I don't know why you could just say it's a brightener. I guess it is. I guess it is a brightener, but yeah. Ugh, I could feel more cat hair on my face. I'm like, ah! Yeah, is it intense? Is that too much? Do I need that much nose highlight? No, but like I said, you're not. Who's gonna see it? Who's gonna see it? Nobody. Nobody's seeing this. It's all for me. Alright, okay, we'll actually put a little more. Let's just go create just one swoop, a couple. Oh yeah. Oh, look at it. Oh, that's good. Oh, my nose itches. Oh, it itches. Oh. Alright, now we're getting close to being done, so let's go ahead and get back to the fire truck, calling the fire department story that I hinted at. Yeah, I'm like, it just is like, I feel like, I don't feel like I'm that interesting, but then when I think about these stories and I'm talking, I'm like, does this happen to anybody else? Is this kind of stuff going on? Almost driving off a bridge, choking on steak, calling the fire department. This is all within a couple months. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Okay, but while we're getting into that story, let's go ahead and go back to the shadow. We're gonna do shadow underneath her eyes, then we'll do mascara and our lashes and all that. But yeah, okay, so the other day, so this happened pretty recently, that my sister and I were home, I'm in the kitchen, washing dishes, and yeah, I'm just in there and I start hearing this really rapid, loud beep, like beep, 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 just really loud, over and over, and I'm like, what the hell? And I go upstairs, and that's where our carbon monoxide detector is. Yeah, so detect, because you can't see it, you can't smell it, carbon monoxide will kill you. Yeah, so it's just going off like crazy. I call Devin from the back, she's in the backyard, so I like run down there. And it's a digital reader. It was upside down, so it actually wasn't saying this, but it was beeping like crazy and flashing a number, and it literally said 666, and I was like, what? But it was actually upside down, so it was 999, but I didn't know what that meant. Yeah, I called Devin. I'm like, oh my god, the carbon monoxide detector is beeping. Like, what do we freaking do? Oh my god. And then, yeah, so we were like, okay, well, we tried to look up the code on Google real quick. Like, okay, let's freaking Google what happens when your carbon monoxide detector goes off and what does this code mean. We couldn't find out what the code meant, but literally everything popping up was like, call 911 and get out of the house. Get out of the house right now. And we were like, this has never happened before. I don't even think we had a carbon monoxide detector at our apartment. I'm pretty sure it's like required, like you're supposed to, but I'm like, I don't think we did. Where was it? I don't know. I don't think we did. So, like, this has never happened. We've never experienced this. We don't have any familiarity, is that a word? With the actual unit. So yeah, we're Googling it. It's saying, oh my god, get out of the house. Call 911. So we're like, ah! And we have a whole bunch of freaking pets. We have a whole bunch of cats, we have rats. And thinking of when Devin's rat, Remy and Scott, passed away not like a couple months ago that, or like maybe a month or two, like super suddenly, and we were kind of like, oh my god, like we didn't see it coming. It kind of came out of nowhere. One of them was kind of young, and it was like super terrible. And then just thinking of that, like, because small animals, like, yeah, they can freaking die first. My sister knew this person who, they went to bed, woke up, and all their birds were dead. And they were like, oh my god. Turns out they had a carbon monoxide leak, and they had kids and stuff. I was like, those birds just saved your life. Like, you could have died. So yeah, we're thinking of that, like, oh my god. So we run through the house super quick. We're opening all the windows as wide as we can in every room, just because, yeah, we have animals. And with it saying, like, get out of the house immediately. Oh my god, like, get to fresh air. So we're like, oh my god, like, yeah, we should get out. But we're like, the pets, oh my god. So we open all the windows in the house, and then we run outside. And we're in the front yard, and that's when I call the, like, non-emergency number, like, police non-emergency. Yeah, I'm gonna call. I'm like, hi, I don't know if this is the right number to be calling about this, but we were in the house and our carbon monoxide detector started going off, and we're new with it. We don't know what it means, and we're not gonna just take the chance, like, yeah, that straight up can freaking kill you. So it's not like we were like, well, like, is it malfunctioning? Is it the unit? Or like, it's not something to shrug off, just be like, we'll probably be fine, because you can't smell or see it. So yeah, like, we weren't gonna take that risk and then end up dying because of it. Yeah, so we're all freaked out. The lady on the dispatch is like, okay, yeah, it's fine. This is like, you called the right place. We're like, what's your address? How long has it been going off? Are you outside? Don't go back in the house. And like, yeah, what's your address? And we'll have to get a hold of the fire department, and they'll come out because they'll do the tests and everything with the detectors to see if there's any gas or anything. So we're like, great, okay, all right. Well, yeah, just stay outside till they get there, okay. And luckily our kittens too, we're kind of like, what is going on? So they're sitting by the windows, like, looking at us. I'm like, good, okay, if it is happening, stay by the windows, kittens, like, get the fresh air. So it took about 10-15 minutes and it's still beeping in the house. We didn't stop it. It was still beeping, and all the windows are open, and it's loud. So I'm like, the neighbors, there was one neighbor outside, but it was probably gonna be like, what is going on? We're standing in the front yard. There's a loud, blaring, beeping noise coming from the house. And then 15 minutes later, I didn't know they were sending, yeah, it was two guys, two firefighters. But they brought the entire fire truck. I'll put a picture of that up too. Here it is. I'll blur out what fire department it is, just because I don't want you knowing where I live. I don't know who's watching this. But yeah, we took a picture though, because they're like, yep, this happened today. The whole entire, and we're in the small cul-de-sac. So freaking the entire fire truck pulls up outside our house. We haven't lived here very long. The neighbors are probably like, what is happening now? We never had to call the fire department before. This is exciting. Even though I wasn't there when it happened, my sister did almost burn down my mom's apartment. Like, straight up, they had to repaint, like, gut it and repaint it because she had caught a grease fire in the kitchen. But I wasn't there for that, so. But yeah, so the fire department pulls up. It's these two guys. They get out, they are dressed head to toe in their full fireman gear, which is like, we're like, this is cool, this is exciting. And it was exciting once we finally found out, guess what? They searched the whole house. There wasn't any sign of gas, so we were good. It was the unit. But, so then we were like, ooh, this is fun. The fire department's here, and they're all like prancing, well, they weren't prancing, but they were around the house, full gear. Like, we had to stay outside while they were doing all the tests. They did tests in every room of the house, turned up the furnace, had to do a whole bunch of stuff. So, because it took a while, and we were kind of like, oh god, why is it taking so long? If there wasn't any gas, you think you'd be able to tell right away. Like, we don't know, but yeah, so we're like, oh my god, I hope there's not really gas. But yeah, even their fire hats, even the fireman, classic fireman hat, head to toe gear, it was kind of cool. Because we were like, woo, yeah, so fire department's been to our house, firemen have been in the house. Yeah, did all the tests, and they came back with the unit. They had the unit in their hands, and like, because we didn't we just panicked pretty much. We're just like, ah, with the YouTube or with Google saying, oh my God, get out of the house. We were just like freaked out because this has never happened before. But yeah, so they came out with a unit, and on the back of it, I guess he said that it's best to replace your carbon monoxide detector every 7 years. And the detector had been installed in 2011, so it had been 10 years. So yeah, he said it was the unit, it's just, but we didn't know, and we didn't want to risk it, like, we weren't sure, so we weren't gonna be like, yeah, it's the unit, we're fine, and then something happened, because there's no going back from that. So we immediately after, and it didn't cost us any money or anything, at least I don't think. We'll see if I get a bill in the mail. I wouldn't be surprised, but don't think it cost anything for them to come, because yeah, it's like a safety thing. But yeah, so they told us just get a new unit as soon as we could, and it was the unit, and they tested everything, and we were okay, and it was fine to go back in the house. But for some reason, if we started feeling weird or whatever, then to get out immediately and call them back. But they were like, you're good, you're good. So after they left, we immediately went to Walmart to buy 2, and he said since we have upstairs and downstairs, we only had 1 upstairs. And he was like, you should really get more than 1. You should have 1 upstairs and downstairs. I think I'm gonna go into the black, it's called Black Truffle, with that same one that I was trying to use, the brown, the cocoa color. And that one's just really not wanting to go. I was trying to do a little bit right here. It's not really going on, so we're gonna dip into the black a little bit and kind of just do that on the outer. Hopefully this will freaking stick. Maybe it's just that shadow. Kind of getting a little fallout on my face. I'm trying to be careful. But yeah, so we went to Walmart, got 2 new units, 1 for upstairs and downstairs. We're good to go now. Tested them, they work, so yay! But that was eventful. That's never happened before. I'm like, wow, yeah, cool. But we're safe, we're good. The cats and the rats are fine. This is looking like, I don't know if I liked that. Oh, I think I just ruined it with that black color. Let's see if I can get a brush that doesn't really have anything on it and kind of, this is huge, but it's clean, so I'm just gonna kind of, oh, I don't like it. I kind of made a black like line right here. Why didn't they do that? Okay, I'm gonna try to fix it. Man, where's the other brush? Alright, that was a bad idea. Like, you can't really tell, you can a little bit, but yeah, I like accidentally swooped the black up a little too high, and now it like has this weird little dark patch, so I'm gonna have to do it to the other side so at least matches. Ugh, okay, it's going downhill, guys. I was thinking it was gonna get better, and it is not. Okay, yeah. It's not looking that great, guys. I don't, face is looking great. Face is looking real good. Yeah, I'm liking that. This, I'm like, it still probably will look passable, it'll look okay once we get the lashes on and everything, like, but I'm still gonna be like, it's just not the best. I'm not loving it here. I'm not loving it like I did the ColourPop one that I just reviewed. That one was nice. Okay, well now we are ready to move on to the mascara, and we are opening a new one. The last 2 I've opened were just little minis, so they're about out. But now I got this in one of my boxes. It's super cool. The Milk Makeup Kush mascara, and it is waterproof, so I'm like, this is gonna be fun to get off later. But whatever. It's super, look at this thing. I wonder how big the thing's gonna be. It's like metal. It feels really like I could beat someone to death with this. I've been watching a lot of crime documentaries on Hulu. But cool, I like the packaging. It's heavy. Okay, oh, all right, it's not too huge. Pretty like standard looking applicator here. Okay, put this on. Did the top there. Looks pretty nice. Nothing like crazy special or anything. I'm sure, I don't know how much this was, but I'm sure it wasn't cheap. But like I said, when I always do lashes now, so if I'm doing lashes, I don't feel the need to buy a really hardcore expensive mascara because I'm just gonna cover it up. Yeah, I feel like this eye looks like not as dark. I don't know what's happening, guys. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. All right, now we're gonna do the lowers. All right, voila. Nice. Nothing crazy special. We'll see how, like, it's waterproof, so I'm sure that's gonna be fun to get off. But I like the packaging though, it's cute as hell. But yeah, I got it with my boxes, so I didn't have to pay full price, so. Alright guys, I feel like the mascara is definitely helping the eyes look a little better. Let's go ahead and put our earrings back in. Alright guys, my camera cut off again, so I went ahead and just put my lashes on, and with the lashes you can see like it finally, at least I think, it finally like comes together. It looks good, it definitely looks really good. I feel like I had a little struggle with the palette, so I only thought it was okay. Did it produce something that looks really nice, but I definitely had to kind of work to get it. So lashes are on, I put glitter under my eyes like I always like to do. And now that we're almost done here, I'm gonna be using the lippy stick from ColourPop, and this is the other lippy stick. So there was 4 that came out with the Make It Black collection. I only bought 2. I used the first one in that video, and I have not used the second one yet. And this one I definitely think is gonna go with this look. It's more of a nude. So very pretty. This one is called Like Magic, so we're gonna use this one today. So here we go. All right, went on easy enough. I think it looks really nice. I think it matches the eyes really good. Feels great, just like the other one did. They don't dry down, but I'm new to the ColourPop lippies, so I don't think that they're supposed to dry down. But looks nice, feels hydrating. So of course all over my piercings, but that's kind of unavoidable. All right, the last thing here, we're gonna set our face because I got this as well. This is from the Beauty Crop, and this is Cocoa Gold Mist Hydrating Setting Mist. And there is some gold like flakes in here, like, so we are just shining it up more. Like, could we get any more shimmery? Yes, we can, and we will. All right, so I don't know how this sprays. I haven't used this yet either, so I'm gonna hold it pretty far away. So it might take a minute since it's never been used. I'm scared. Oh God, okay, yeah, it's pretty hardcore. Oh! Whoa! That was a very thick, powerful bit. I'm holding it as far as my hand can go. Oh my God. I need to finish the rest of my face, but Jesus. Smells like, what was that, coconut? I don't know, it smells really good. But holy crap, yeah, hold that as far away from your face as possible. And I'm definitely, I think it looks great. So I think the look came out good, like good, great, you know, what do you think? Yeah, wonderful. I feel like I only liked the palette. I think it did produce a very beautiful look here. I think it looks better on camera than it does in real life. Still looks really nice, but I definitely had to work to build it up to how I wanted it. And for not having to spend full price, I'm very happy with it. It's very pretty. I'm definitely gonna have to keep playing with the colors. There's obviously a lot of pink in here too, so I went more of the brown color. I don't know, that's just been kind of my jam lately. Now I kind of want to put more on. I'm like, what has this done to me? I'm like, oh yes. Okay, now I kind of like it. It's a lot. It says hydrating, so hopefully this, I don't think I have to go anywhere today. So I probably won't have to wear a mask. I'm not going to Lowe's or anywhere. We're getting our home chefs delivered to us now. It's a meal service. So they were selling them at our city market, which they do, but I get a discount for starting up, and they deliver it to you. I get to pick the day. So today was the first day they delivered. So they'll be able to bring it every Wednesday is when I'm putting orders in. I'm getting 3 meals a week. They round up to about like 20 bucks, maybe a little more a meal, but the portions are right. I have such a hard time with portion control. Like, I think I've mentioned this before, like, but if I buy food to make it that's not in an already like meal for 2 kind of kit, I make enough food for like 900 people, and I don't know why, and I can't stop. So I've been really enjoying doing the home chefs. So now I'm getting them delivered to the house, more options, and it's just really fun. And we like cooking together and liking to have to not buy a whole bunch of products, like, because they give you everything you need. Like, you need this much seasoning, the packet's this big. You don't have to buy a whole bottle of seasoning you're never gonna use again. So, all right guys. we're done. I don't know why I'm still rambling on. If you're still here, go ahead and leave me a purple heart in the comments if you made it this far. I really appreciate it. Purple heart down below. What'd you think of the look? What'd you think of the products? What'd you think of my stories? I didn't even finish. There's still a couple more things, but we're done with the makeup, so our time has come to an end. But yeah, like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you like long chatty get ready with me's, because that is what I like to do, and I do it often. Kinda. I'll try to keep doing more videos, guys. I do apologize that they've been so scarce and just kind of irregular. But like I said, with my days off, I've really been doing some yard things and been like really happy with like doing that kind of stuff. So I'm sorry that it's been a while. I'm sorry that, you know, but like I said, hopefully I included some pictures that you were able to see of the things that I've been doing and I'm really proud of and just excited for the future and the summer. And I don't like summer, but the only thing I like about summer is the gardening, and so I am looking forward to that, especially here in the new house. So, alright guys, well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate that too. And I will be seeing you all very soon. Bye!